Hi, I'm Krista Bailey with IU South Bend Center for a Sustainable Future, here to show you how you can experience sustainable Michiana. So today I am at Lydick Bog on the west side of South Bend, and I'm talking with Chris Kraus with Shirley Hines Land Trust that manages this property. So what are we seeing right here as we enter the bog?
Yeah, so this is Lydick Bog. As Krista mentioned, it is really a spectacular nature preserve recently dedicated by the state of Indiana. It is one of 6 state-dedicated nature preserves that Shirley Hines Land Trust has protected. And you can see here we have kind of a trailhead with a kiosk, and in the backdrop a pavilion that we recently installed. And what makes Lydick Bog really unique relative to many of our other permanently protected places is that we are laying the groundwork for it to be accessible, not just for people to go on hikes and enjoy nature, but also to be able to have programming and groups of children and adults out on the nature preserve to experience nature and also learn all of its, or about all of its unique attributes.
So land that the Land Trust is preserving isn't just to keep it set off where no one can interact with it. It's really a place for you to come see nature, the unique ecosystems that we call home, but also to get some exercise and potentially education too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. This is a place where you can learn a lot about the local ecology, marshes, wetlands, forests, bogs, but you can also have a healthy experience being outdoors, getting fresh air, and some good exercise.
And beautiful soundscape right now, might I add, so it's really great. So in addition to coming out and hiking and maybe bringing school field trips here eventually, could I bring my mountain bike? Could I bring my cross-country skis? I mean, what kind of recreation could you do here?
Yeah, so we really, at our nature preserves, we really focus on passive recreation. So it is very much focused on hiking.
So me and my feet.
Yes, you and your feet.
It.
That is a very
Not
good
with
way
stuff
to
on my
describe
feet.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Birding, botanizing, doing things that are very much nature-based, snowshoes, potentially cross-country skiing down the road. We are working to improve the public access amenities here. So in addition to the pavilion and a trail that is what we would consider kind of primitive, we are in the process of securing resources so we can put an ADA trail in and also a boardwalk out onto the bog. So, but it is very much passive recreation on these special places that we're really focused on protecting the biodiversity and assuring that it'll be here forever.
So something for everybody to be able to experience in a lot of different ways. I love that there's going to be some accessible points here. But now it's getting me really curious to see what things look like right now. So I probably should be upfront with folks that I am on the County Advisory Council for the Land Trust, so I have been a part of this development story as it's gone along. So it makes me extra excited to show off what's down the path here. So maybe we can find Eric and talk about the conservation practices that are going on.
Sounds great.
Okay, let's check it out. Hey, there's Eric.
Hi.
Morning.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you? What are you up to out here?
Good. Well, I'm just out here in this sort of restoration area. I'm just kind of seeing what kind of seeds are ready. So we'll have volunteers help us collect seeds, and I kind of have to let them know what's coming up.
Oh, so you're kind of scoping that out before people get here, because that's something you could do here at the bog.
Yeah, so it's been a tough year. Usually we have volunteer work days. This time we're trying to send people out individually, so it helps if I give them some information to help out. This field was an ag field, so it's kind of the first part of our restoration. We planted a lot of trees, And this is a low spot that's turning back into a wetland. We're very sort of happy with it. So I'm seeing all these, wetland plants come in and things like that. So we're just trying to spread them out. Not everything's grown up really well yet.
Okay, so to the untrained eye, it looks like a field of weeds. And I know there's some weeds in here, but in terms of experiencing this as a conservation place, what might people be seeing but not seeing in terms of like what plants are you excited to see here that they might collect seeds from?
Well, we're very happy that we've had a lot of asters come up. So this field was an ag field when we first got it, and it was still in crops. We've planted over 6,000 trees out here, and then we've seeded some things, but some things just came back naturally. So they were just sitting there waiting in the seed bank, especially in these low areas. We're really surprised how much has creeped in from the wetlands and things like that. And it's got a long time to go. So yes, it looks kind of weedy now, but a lot of these are natives, and it will take years to sort of transition into the ecosystem we want it to look like.
So if people are coming out to help do seed collecting, are there things that what's good here?
Well, people have helped us put the seeds out here. They've helped us plant a lot of plugs and trees. We do a bit of seed collecting now in the fall, just to spread out. We spread them out in the winter time. People have also done a lot to help us get rid of invasive species. There's a lot of brush in the woods. We haven't even really touched the wetland restorations yet, and that's probably 40% of the whole property.
Ooh, that sounds like a messier project too.
Yeah. So what you're standing in now is really sort of the first phase of restoration, but what you really want to see is the forest over here and the wetlands. And you can get some good views, especially in fall as the leaves start coming off and you can see a little further into the woods.
So I hear there's a new feature in here that we could actually get a good look onto, the bog area.
Yeah. We've been trying to develop the public access. It's been a little slow. It takes a lot of time and effort. But we do have sort of a viewing area that's already a little bit open, and you can see some of the great wetlands out there.
Awesome. Well, I'll have to take it out. You ready, Chris?
You guys should check it out.
All right, we'll go.
So what we're looking at here is a wetland and marsh complex, and we're getting the view from kind of this forested ridge. So you get a sense right here in terms of not just the beauty, but the complexity of this nature preserve and all of the variety of habitats that we have here in one place.
Yeah, Eric was right. This is a great place to just pause and take it in. I mean, we're in this big sunny field. We're in a much cooler, quieter forest with a gorgeous view. So the water we're seeing is not bog necessarily, but we know it's in there somewhere.
Yes. Yeah, the bog is a little beyond the wetland area where you see the open water, and that is a place that we're working diligently to create the public access with the boardwalk.
So we've done a lot of exploring of some of these sort of sustainability experiences, learning about the recreation, the things you can come out and do with other people. Definitely the conservation element is strong here, but in terms of sustainability, there is that sort of third leg of the sustainability stool, and that's the economic piece. So what does this matter, I guess is what I'm getting at. Talk to us about what this offers to our community in terms of economic support and economic development.
Yeah, so one of the great things about Lydick is it is really just a few miles away from South Bend, from the airport. It is a place that has high population density, very close by, and so it is not just a respite for people to come out and enjoy nature, but it's also, it has implications in terms of water quality, open space, air quality, and it is kind of one of those things that's hard to quantify in terms of like what the financial benefit of a place like this might be.
But it's nice to offer these services in a community, right? Hey, we're helping to keep the air clean, keep the water clean, and people want to live near those kinds of amenities and have them. So I suspect that's going to lift property values and bring people here to see this. I mean, this is a unique spot that you're not going to find just anywhere. So, you know, tourism,
Yes.
right? Could draw in some dollars too.
Yeah, so on the tourism side, so we've had the St. Joseph County Council, the Community Foundation of St. Joseph County, corporations like First Source Bank and NIPSCO support this project and the public access amenity. So I think from a regional standpoint and at a county and municipal level, there is broad support for places like this because it does just what you're suggesting, Krista, where it is bringing tourists to a special place and it is creating a public access amenity and you know, that's nearby and accessible to people who are just a few miles away.
Thanks a lot for showing folks around.
Yeah.
I'm really proud and pleased to be a part of the efforts for this, and I hope a lot more folks get out to experience sustainable Michiana at Lydick Bog.